Good morning, guys. Time for my weigh-in. You're fine, dog. I'm staying there all the time.
It's ready. 503.0 pounds.
503. I was 503 for... I'll be back, guys. What's up, Reese fam? I am back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dear God, bless this time. Pray that we all have a good day. And pray that you help me to stay focused and get to my goal. And thank you for giving me a date. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, we're having sausage. Or we're having chicken sausage. I guess that's what it's called. I can never get the name right. And we are gonna have breakfast. So a little update. My grandpa doing okay. We don't know what's wrong with him still. But I went and saw him yesterday. And we were there from 3 until... Oh no, we were there from 2:30 until about 7:30. I wasn't gonna blog it. My mom don't want to be on camera. My grandpa, he don't even know what that is. And so I'm like, no, don't blog it. But I would have wanted to. I would have wanted to. But I didn't. I didn't vlog it. But a little story time of my life. So, I was born with asthma. I had asthma growing up. My mom kept me alive. And we were in and out of the base hospital, back and forth, back and forth. They had to poke me. They had to draw my blood. They knew I couldn't breathe. So then when you would go in there, they were like, okay, sweetie, we need you to blow out this birthday cake. I'm like, you know, I'm having a hard time breathing. You know, in my head, I'm thinking like, really? Really? But they do that. They do that so they can measure. I've learned that now. Back then, I didn't understand why they did it. But now, they do that so they can measure your... They can measure how like, whatever. So, I'm like, okay. So I took a deep breath in. And I would start coughing the whole way. And by the time... If anyone who has asthma knows what I'm talking about, as soon as they put that thing to your mouth, I was like that. And only one candle went out. And they're like, it's okay, sweetie. We'll try back later after we get some medication in you. And they use Albuterol. And they put me on a nebulizer. Whoever has asthma knows what that is. They put me on nebulizer. I did the nebulizer for like good 3 hours. I just sat there. But the cool thing about their rooms was they had a whole wing that was dedicated to Disney characters. So they had like Donald Duck, and you could choose what room you wanted to be in. So I was like in the Mickey Mouse room. So like every time you would look around, you would just see like different little cartoons, drawings of Mickey Mouse, like different stuff from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse that I watched when I was little. So I would be looking at that, or they would have it playing on TV in your room. And a nurse had to come in and take my blood. And I hated needles. I hated needles. What's a passion back then? Well, I've got so much better as I got older. So they have to take my blood to check if I have any other type of infection. And it would always start with me getting a hold of some type of like dairy and not being able to breathe. It always started like that. I would always get a hold of some type of dairy. If it was like cheese on something or whatever. And that would like set me off. What would happen is I would start draining in the back of my neck. And I couldn't breathe. And then my nose would be all stuffed up. And then my throat would start itching. And it was just a reaction to the asthma. And I would start coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. I would just be miserable. So they put me on all this medication. I needed a shot to the arm or the leg or the thigh. And then send me home. But I was there for a while. And every time I said, just let me die. Because I felt like I was dying, literally. Like, it was so bad. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. And then, a lot of times when I would come home, I'd want to go play on the farm, but I'd have to stay in my room and recover until, they were like, okay, you're well enough to come outside. Because when you live on a farm and you have asthma and you have straw, that can kind of like set you off. And you have to stay away from like mold and dust and allergies because that can like mess you up too. But honestly, the air in Ohio is better than the air in Florida. You can breathe so much better in Ohio because there's not so much water. And in Florida, there's so much lake. So it's really moldy and musky and just, I don't like Florida air. I'm always stuffed up in the morning, always. But in Ohio, I was never stuffed up. My allergies, I never had allergies in Ohio, except the asthma. But this was like in my early years when I was little. This was when I was like 7, 6, 5, whatever. But then when I reached to 14, I grew out of it. Because they always say you can grow out of it when you reach 14. So I grew out of it. I could start eating like cheese on my pizza. I could start having ice cream. I never touched milk because I hate the taste of milk. So that just never happened. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm back. I hope you guys can hear better. I don't know why I started shampooing while I was on here talking to you guys. But so yeah, my dad would put me like on quarantine, and then when I would come back home, this one time, when I came back home, our best friends, me and my brother's best friend was coming over, and they were all playing outside, and I wanted to go. I'm like, that's not fair. Like, I want to go have fun. Instead of just staring in my room, and back then we weren't allowed a TV in our room. So I was just like stuck looking at the walls, playing with the little stuffed animals I had. And I'm just like bored out of my mind. And then they sent me home with a puffer with, let me see, do I have it out here? I don't think I have it out here. But they sent me home with my puffer. Oh yes, they sent me home with this. They sent me home with my puffer. A puffer like this. But they used to be bigger and grayer. They were a different color back in the day. But they sent me home with the puffer. I was so frustrated because I was like, I want to go outside and play. And so finally, when I was looking out, because we were on the 3rd floor. So when we were looking outside, or no, 2nd floor, because the house was 2 stories. Actually 3 stories because of the attic. But basically my room was on the 2nd floor. So I'm looking outside. And I'm in the backyard, and I'm just sitting in the window, and I see one of my friends. They were playing tag or hide and go seek or something, and I saw him run back, and I'm like, hey! And I knocked on the window, and then he looked up and he waves to me, and I'm like, hey, go! I open the window. I'm like, hey, go ask my dad if I can come downstairs and play outside. So he runs and asks my dad, and my dad is like, Yeah, he can come. It's fine. It's because by this time, like they came at like noon, and I came back home at like 7 in the morning. So I slept until like noontime, and then they were already here. And so I was like, I'm way better. I'm not because when I would always come home, I was weak and I was always tired. So I always had to sleep. So when my dad was like working in the barn or whatever, as they were playing, and we were helping them, or they were helping them. My friend ran and told my dad and was like, can Matthew come out of his room? And my dad was like, yeah, go tell him okay. So then he ran upstairs. Yeah, you can come on. And so like I ran out. I was so happy to get away. And my mom's like, don't do too much. That's going to stress you out. You just got out of the hospital. I'm like, okay. And then we would go play Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. Y'all need to read that book. It's good. Y'all might read it in school, but I'm not sure. I don't think they make kids read anymore. But it's a good movie and a good book. The book is better than the movie, actually. But we used to play that all the time, or we would do Lassie. And so we would just run around and have fun. And we had 5 acres. So we would just play. Build forts, go in the river, go hunting. It was just so much fun. Oh my God, I miss my childhood. Like that part of my childhood, I miss. Because now we're just like in a subdivision and it's just like, ugh, you have neighbors that you don't even talk to. And you got people that you're just like, ugh. But I definitely wanted to buy our farmhouse, but my parents sold it. Like I wanted them to keep it in the family, but it was really expensive to just keep it. And I wanted them to just keep it, like never move to Florida. But because I was entering high school, my brother was in middle school, we weren't homeschooled anymore. It was like, what's the point of keeping this house? And it only being just the 4 of us in the house. So first we had to do was sell all the animals, auction off all the animals. But we gave them to families. We didn't want them to go to slaughter. So we gave them to other friends that had farms. So some took our sheep, some took our goats, some took our chickens. So my best friend took 2 of our sheep and our chickens that laid eggs for us. So we never had to buy eggs at the store. And then our dog had like 4 or 5 different tumors on her. So she was dying. Our dog named Joy, who saved my little brother's life, because my brother was drowning in our pond, and the dog just, dogs don't like you to pull their tail. She just went right there and let my brother, I don't want to say his name because I don't want him to sue me, let him grab his tail and pulled him to safety. And my mom was like just jumping the fence, about to jump in, and I was just like over there looking because I thought he was playing because he's such a jokester. But then when I saw that he was in trouble, I was like, oh, okay. But that's because Golden Retriever, that's what they are. They're known for saving people. They save people, Golden Retrievers and Labs. A lot of people who are blind or have issues and need a service dog, they use Golden Retrievers. That's one of the best dogs. Like my dog that we have now, Lily Rose, named after my grandmother and my great grandmother. She's a poodle mixed with a Golden Retriever. So she's a golden poodle. And she's a good dog. And so those dogs are really, they don't have any temper. They're really sweet. And she's only 2 years old. She's still a puppy. And then my aunt's dog is just a poodle. She's just a straight up poodle. But anyways, it was like, and then when we moved to the city and we moved closer to, sorry, she's still shampooing. When we moved closer, it was just like, wow, like I missed it, But my dream is one day to buy a ranch. But I don't know, like, what if I want to raise cattle, or horses? I think I'd want horses because I think horses are really pretty. Like a black horse or all white horse. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Or all brown horse. We lived next door to a family, 2 people who had horses, and they were really pretty. And I've been on a horse before, and it's really tall and scary. I would do it now. Well, let me lose some more weight first, because I'd feel bad for that horse. Let me lose a lot more weight, and then I might go on a horseback ride. And in Jamaica, my friend was telling me in Jamaica, and my aunt was telling me too, they do horse rides up a mountain. That would be scary. I'm not doing that. Nope, because all you need is for that horse to get spooked and throw you off that horse, and you go down that mountain. No, I'm good. Nope. I don't even want to go in a car with some of these YouTube videos where these cars are going on this road that is, I promise you, about that wide, and they're going all the way up the mountain, and then cars are coming down. No. That is one thing I want to do, is I want to get over my fear of height. I really want to, but I'm like so scared to at the same time. So That, and I want to get over my fear of snakes, and I want to get my fear over spiders. Because my fear was to stop being a foodaholic, and I've done so good. So now I'm like, what else can I conquer? And I definitely would put it on a video so you guys could see it. Because that would be like really like a cool YouTube video to say, hey guys, I'm here trying to get over my fear of spiders. I wonder if a pet store would let me hold it. I'd be scared. I know I would be so nervous. I just hope it wouldn't bite me. Like I would, well, I know they would probably do one that's not poisonous, but still, like just the hairy and the what is it? Spiders have 8 legs. Oh God, no. I don't know if I'd mind. I could hold a baby snake that's not poisonous and that's friendly. I don't think I could. Now that I say that, I just get scared from watching them on TV. I can't even watch them on TV. And I don't know why I'm scared of them, because we used to swim in a creek that had water moccasins and they're poisonous, but they wouldn't bother you unless you bothered them. And I don't know why I don't like them. They're just scary looking. That's weird. I don't know. I used to not like horror movies either because they were scary looking, but I got over that. Not that that's really a fear, but I mean, it's more like, do you really want to put all that stuff in your mind? But the ones that I didn't like, the horror movies that I didn't like, was I didn't like the Saw whole franchise of the Saw movies because they were so stupid, and I didn't like the Michael Myers movies, and I didn't like the Jason movies, and then Return of Jason or Jason's son or something. What was it? Mother of Jason. I don't remember the last one they made. I think that was Jason the true story, or was Michael Myers the true story? One of them was the true story. I didn't like those. I like more of the ones like Stevia is a sugar. Whatever that movie was called. I like Paranormal. Those were funny. Those were just goofy. I like Haunted House with Martin Lawrence. That was hilarious. Martin Williams was hilarious. When his ghetto cousin comes and says, I don't give up. And then the whole ceiling just drops. I laughed. And they ran out the house. He's like, Keisha, I don't give up. Bleep. And then she said, you're going to make it mad. I don't give up. It was hilarious. I love that. I keep seeing people do that on TikTok. Copy that part. And it was big. It was everywhere on YouTube when that movie came out. And then I saw that was the second one. I saw the first one. It was hilarious. Or no, I saw the second one. The first one was with Keisha. And I love White Chicks. That's my favorite Wayne's brother movie. I love My Wife and Kids. That was my other favorite show. I love their 2 brothers with their dad. That was hilarious. And yeah, it was different. What is that?
Card for you to say thank you to Allison.
Okay. So, but guys, I emailed the company about the shirts to see if I can make them cheaper, but he hasn't responded back to me. So I know that you guys are saying that only 2 people told me they're expensive, and I thought they would like fly off the shelf, but I know I'm not like that big of a YouTuber yet, so I understand why they're not like flying off the shelf. You know, I'm not like a Jake Paul or a Logan Paul or someone. Even though I'm so tired of them, I'm sorry. Like, I was their biggest fan, but I'm just like, all they're doing is fight. And then it's like all this different stuff that is just so, you know, him with Tess, or him with what's her face, and then him over here with, no, I'm just, I like back when they lived in their apartments and he lived in his house, the Team Tim house. And I like when he was working on Disney. I mean, you see it cost him a job, all that crap that he was doing. And like, I like that Jake Paul and that Logan Paul before he did what he did in the Suicide Forest. Like, I don't want to be that type of YouTuber. Like, I don't want to change, you know? Because I feel like so much of their audiences are little kids. Like, 100%. Like, when they would show videos, it would be lines and lines of little kids, not grown adults. I mean, there were some, but most of it was their kids that pulled them in. You know, I don't want that. Like, I don't want it to not... I'm not saying I don't want that. I'm fine with that. But what I meant was, I don't want to be, okay, I'm here to be responsible and show kids how to be a good person, to be a good man when they grow up and get to my age. I don't want to be rude when you meet me. I don't want to be starting fights with other YouTubers. And I don't want to be posing nude for pictures or putting stuff that's like not appropriate for kids to see or doing sexual stuff on Instagram that I thought Instagram had rules about. Like, just to me, it's like you have an audience of kids watching you. I'm not saying you have to be stuck up and like a stick in the mud, but I'm saying don't be so, like, be fun with it. Like me, I'm fun with it. I post silly TikToks. I post funny stuff on Facebook. I do funny stuff. I say funny stuff, but I'm not trying to be like, you know, R-rated or trying to be like perverted or anything like that. Like, I try to just stay totally normal because it's like I know kids are watching me and I know parents are wanting to know what the kids are watching nowadays, and so I don't want their parents to be like, no, don't watch his channel, he's bad. I want people to see that I'm trying to be positive and uplift people and help people that are dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, food addiction, all this stuff, and just show them that, look, here's someone that is black, someone that is, well, I should say African American, someone that is overweight, someone that has a disability, to show you that you can still make it in the world and you can do stuff. So people who are telling kids that they will never be anything with a disability, that look at Reese Boy, he's doing it. And I mean, I'm not done a lot, give me time, because there's a lot I want to do and I'm going to do it until the day I die, and I almost died this year, but you know, that's over and done with. But just give me time, you guys will see me do stuff. And I'm not trying to be cocky, I'm just telling you, you got to shoot big instead of shooting little, because if you shoot little, it's like, what's the point? Shoot big, because God is the only one up there that knows what your purpose is and knows why you're here and knows how big you're going to be on social media and knows how little you're going to be on social media and knows what the goal, what he wants you to do with your talent. I tell him every night when I go to sleep, when I pray, I say, God, let me use my talent, my voice, because that's like the only thing that I'm good at. Well, I was really good at football, but the only thing I'm good at is speaking. So I'm like, let me use my mouth as a testament to you and share the gospel to you through myself, and use me in the way that you want to use me. You know, like, you have people that are on radio. You have people that are like Steve Harvey, who had a TV show, who helped a lot of people. You have people like Ellen, who helps people every single day because that's God using her, you know? There are people who might not agree with her because of what she is, but it's like me, I don't ever judge people. I've told you, I've had friends from every different type of whatever, you know, I don't judge people. That's not who I am. That's not why I'm here for. So that's why I'm like, when I see hate and when I see things, I'm like, I really don't see hate anymore. I mean, to be totally honest, I really don't. I always see really, really good comments and really, really good things. And actually, I see cool people on like my Instagram and my Twitter and my TikTok and everything that I'm like, why do you guys like me? If you guys met me in person, would probably not even like it, would probably be making fun of me if you saw me in person or we were in school together. But it's like me doing social media, you guys actually like me. Like, that to me is just funny, because it's like the people that were like making fun of me, those type of people that were making fun of me when I was in high school, like the jocks, even though I was a jock, but I was still made fun of, and like the cheerleaders and the different people are the ones that love my YouTube and my TikTok. That makes no sense to me, but I love it. I love all of you guys, so that's not a problem. But guys, this video is getting really long. I love you guys so much, and I might see you later today with another video for me and Jama. I don't know what we're doing, but thank you for all the love and support. I love you guys so much. Have an awesome, what day is today? Thursday. And I'll see you guys later. Okay? Peace.